I want a home that's away from the hustle and bustle of the city. And over here, I think there's a fantastic large landscape, great facilities. To put it in other words, it's also a great design.
With the recent pandemic hitting us from all around the world, much time is learned to be spent at home rather than your workspace. The society learns to spend more time at the outdoors, appreciating the extra garden space around the premises, and this boils down to the safety and facilities around the neighborhood. Living in the suburbs, distant away from the city's hustle and bustle, indulging among fresh air, greeneries, and spacious lush landscape has become more favorable these days. My name is Alex Lee and I am from New Infinity. Today's episode on Design Seat, we will be featuring a design tour of a 45 by 80 semi-detached villa located in a luxury modern township in Klang Valley. A gated and guarded township which offers a rejuvenating environment that is modern yet close to nature at its finest. Extensive lifestyle amenities complement visionary conservation practices and green architecture to make green living a blissfully rewarding experience. So enough about the landscape, let's zoom into what's inside this transformed semi-detached villa. So the initial floor plan by the developer had strong emphasis of the large living area that enjoys a spacious garden path at the sides. However, this luxury of space ends right after the dining area. Practical amenities like the kitchen, yard area, guests, and the storeroom were vanquishing the second half of the ground floor. What we envisioned earlier when we visited the site was to have more from the ground floor. What we currently have feels like a half-level floor plan due to the rear part of the property being utilized for the private amenities. So what we did here was to demolish the guest room and enlarge the semi-outdoor terrace area to be an extended addition to the property. We moved the wet kitchen to the rear and tucked the initial guest room from the left to the right corner of the property. By doing so, we have now staged another element of surprise to the rear part of the property. Stepping into the neighboring units and then stepping into this reorientated floor plans, you would almost feel confused by the impactful changes. One of the reasons we had to rejuggle the guest room to the corner was because we wanted a continuity of open windows, which allowed for more natural lighting to emphasize the spacious surroundings.
I'm actually very amazed and very glad, in fact, that this is actually an extended dining area and dry kitchen, and especially when we have a huge party for our guests and family. It's a very nice and cozy place for our family to bond together and also with our friends. So I'm very, very happy with this extended dining room and dry kitchen. It's one of our favorite places.
When we extended this house, the space looks very big, and that is what I wanted and put in the initial brief to the designer. However, the designer proposed to have a divider between the living and the dining area, and we agreed to his proposal.
We always practice space planning with the consideration of the landscape and surrounding. We believe that interior design is not just about designing what's in the box, but how everything within the box connects to the surrounding of how the surroundings could complement the interior. So by extending the house out to the terrace area, we created a new purpose to the ground floor, a dining and dry kitchen which extends itself comfortably to the open terrace and water feature.
For our guests to have a second entrance coming in makes more sense instead of coming in through via the main entrance where we have our kids in the living room and stuff like that. So we thought it's good and unique to have a secondary entrance.
So the secondary entrance was designed to cater for guests. the clients wanted an inviting entrance that allows guests to enter from the center of the home rather than walking through the living area. We then thought about the experience of an invited guest. How would you feel along the path to entering the property? We created the water feature not only as a visual statement, but a boost to your senses upon coming home. The sound of running waters, the chill air from the water feature, which brings down the temperature from the outdoors, and when the sliding doors are kept open, the sound of running waters echoes within the property, and that sensation is therapeutic with just a simple implementation of a water feature. And that's what we mean by correlating interior design with the surroundings. The entrance foyer is designed with a feature divider and a highlighted ceiling feature that spans across the foyer. This creates some sort of a division for each space, yet still being fairly transparent and not bulky, which defeats the purpose of having the open floor plan. The intention of the ceiling feature was to create a framework which stages to complement this new addition to the extended property. We wanted the flooring to be in solid wood herringbone pattern to create a warm glow to highlight the details and coziness of this new featured space.
As a working mother, I have very limited time to cook. However, I want to have a sizable kitchen that still allows me to move around. Although the kitchen is small, but it's very functional and user-friendly, it comes with a pull-out gas cylinder, a dishwasher, and a pull-down tray for us to put things at a higher level. One of the fancy appliances that we have put in our kitchen was the double knock fridge that allows my kids to look through the beverages in the fridge before they retrieve the drinks.
A dry kitchen which acts as a breakfast counter for the family in the morning is also a functional preparation countertop for many families in many flexible ways. Now that the living area does not need to be shared with the dining area, it occupies a larger portion of the open space. We took advantage of it by creating a majestic TV cabinet that has a balance in composition and functions. A large presentable TV wall furnished in marble finish, impactful enough to shout as a statement across the living hall, yet not overwhelming or being unsightly to the open space. Storage cabinets and open shelves on the side allows for close accessible daily needs to be tucked away neatly for the living lounge to be kept neat.
My husband and kids felt that I'm an OCD, hence storage space and deco items are very important to me because it represents the way we live in the house.
Technology has grown to be so advanced nowadays, it is no longer just about television with a single function, but with multiple versatile purpose. The Samsung frame, for instance, could be hung on the wall and seamlessly looking like a painting. Functions perfectly as a television and could be so versatile it could also be placed on a stand and made to look like an art on an easel. One of the reasons we incorporated Samsung frame TV in our designs was because its variety of frame colors that could complement our carpentry work subtly. There was quite a fair bit of balcony surrounding the first floor bedrooms, which our clients felt that they would prefer to have more interior space instead. So we extended the side of the property to cater for more room to each space. Due to the extra room added to the master bedroom, we fitted a walk-in closet in the center of the room, which creates a convenient space planning for the owners. Every piece of marble selected for a feature wall is very crucial. How the final outcome of the grain matching of the marble significantly matters too. We brought our clients marble shopping, and this process could sometimes take days or even weeks if the right stone doesn't captivate us. But at the end, it is all worthwhile when the outcome turns out like this. The earthy tonalities that flushes across the headboard makes the room warm and cozy at all times. And with the highlighted silver Emperado marble, which creates an artistic character and elegant class, it complements the bedroom design. Another key feature of designing for our client is understanding their existing lifestyle and how we design their new home without the clients needing to drastically change their usual style of living. At the client's existing home, they have a usual practice where the kids would do their homework or read at the study room in a rotation where the father would be seated at the far end, being able to oversee them. And when we got to learn this interesting habit of theirs, we did not want to ruin that bond that they have as a family. Hence, we decided to replicate that study room orientation over to the new floor plans. The two other bedrooms for the kids have both their own personalities blended into the bedroom interior. For the son's room, a chunky headboard with a slightly more grown-up touch which reflects the stability, and for the daughter's room, a joyful touch of yellow energizes the bedroom paired with some curved elements, achieving a more feminine touch.
The designer did a marvelous job in designing my daughter's bedroom. Her headboard actually matches the exteriors of the house, so it looks like as though it's connecting to the exteriors and it's not a standalone room.
Designing a beautiful home is a team effort. The cooperation and chemistry between the designers and the owners is very important. Adapting to the client's lifestyle and habits, how the new spatial choreography could uplift their lifestyle, this adds value to both the clients and our design outcome. This project depicts giving life to each space, more purpose to each corner, and emphasis of a family bond. The experience and feeling of the journey walking from the entrance and from one space to another reminds us how valuable the little details are in life. My name is Alex Lee and I am from New Infinity. We hope you enjoyed today's episode, and if you did, do click on that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell to stay in the loop of more upcoming compelling episodes. Thank you for watching.